Let's talk about something really important today. There's a new and honestly a pretty nasty scam making the rounds that targets Social Security recipients. It's designed to hit you right where it hurts. So, to see just how it works, let's jump into a quick scenario.
All right, just imagine this for a second. You've worked your entire life, you've planned everything out, and then one morning you're checking your email and you see a message that looks like it's from the Social Security Administration. It's marked urgent. What's your first reaction? So you open it, and bam, this is what you see. The email claims your Social Security number is mixed up in some kind of criminal investigation, and because of that, they're about to suspend your benefits. It's meant to be alarming, it's designed to make your stomach drop.
Okay, let's break down what's happening in that moment. Even if there's a little voice in the back of your head saying, wait a minute, this seems fake, there's another, much louder part that feels a real jolt of anxiety. And you know what? That physical reaction is completely normal. Your heart starts pounding, your mind starts racing, you might even start thinking about your finances, just in case. That rush of panic is exactly what the scammers are banking on. But why? Why do these threats feel so real, so immediate, even when they seem totally unbelievable? Well, the answer is actually wired into our biology, and it's a system scammers have gotten really good at exploiting. See, this all ties back to our body's ancient survival alarm system. When your brain senses danger, it doesn't matter if it's a saber-toothed tiger or an email threatening your money. It does the same thing. It floods your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And this whole process happens in a flash. First, your brain spots the threat in the email. Second, those stress hormones hit your system, kicking you into that fight or flight mode. And finally, that chemical rush makes the danger feel totally real and incredibly urgent, short-circuiting all your rational, logical thinking. Okay, now that we understand the emotional trap they're setting, let's arm ourselves with the facts. It's time to dismantle this whole scam, piece by piece, with some cold, hard reality. But let's start with the most basic lie. The scammer says the SSA is sending you an urgent, threatening email. The reality? The Social Security Administration will never do that. For anything important, their official communication is always a physical letter sent to you through the good old-fashioned postal service. Now for the big one, the core threat itself, the idea that your Social Security number can be suspended. Let me be crystal clear. This is completely made up. Your Social Security number can never be suspended or blocked or turned off. It's permanent. This threat is a total fabrication designed for one reason: to scare you. So if we know the threats are fake, what's the point of all this? If it's all just smoke and mirrors, what are these scammers really trying to do? What's their actual endgame? This is the key question you should always ask yourself in a situation like this. Anytime you feel that pressure, that urgency, just take a breath and ask, why are they trying to rush me? What do they want me to do while I'm not thinking straight? And get this is a direct quote from a real scammer recorded by a news station. They called the number from one of these scam emails, and this is what the person on the other end of the line actually said. Just listen to that weird phrasing, that pressure. That's what the con sounds like in real time. And here it is. This is the whole shebang. Their goal is to get you so panicked and flustered that you'll give them your full Social Security number and, a lot of the time, your money, usually through something untraceable like a wire transfer or gift cards, just to make the fake problem go away. All right, knowing their playbook is half the battle. So now how do you build a defense that they can't get through? Well, it's actually simpler than you might think. Let's walk through the absolute must-know protective steps. Think of this checklist from the National Institute on Aging as your personal shield. Number 1, never ever give out personal info from a call or email you weren't expecting. Keep your computer and phone software updated. Use multi-factor authentication, where you need a password and a code from your phone. Keep an eye on your bills for anything weird. And this one is huge. Never ever transfer money or buy gift cards for someone threatening you over the phone. And that brings us to the single most powerful weapon you have in your arsenal. When a scammer pressures you to act immediately, your best move is to do the exact opposite. Slow down, take a breath, hang up the phone, delete the email. That simple act of pausing is their kryptonite. So, in the end, it really all comes down to this. The entire scam, their whole plan, falls apart if you don't panic. If you don't let that biological alarm system take over your rational brain. You know their playbook now, you know the facts. So the real question is, when you feel that pressure,
Will you remember that your greatest power is to simply pause?